Day 21. The pose of the day is half moon pose or Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon pose stretches and strengthens the whole body. As we previously discussed, this helps calm the nervous system and bring both mental and physical balance. Today we're going to begin by connecting with the breath. So deepen your inhalations and exhalations. We're going to meet in tabletop. So place the palms on the floor in front of you, making sure that your knees are in line with your hips and your shoulders and wrists are in line. When you're ready, we're going to take cat-cow, so lift your chin and chest, gaze towards the ceiling, dropping your belly towards the mat. And then you're going to round the spine, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly inwards towards the spine, rounding the shoulders. Repeat this while moving the spine at your own pace. Focus on the breath. We're going to take a balancing tabletop pose. So you're going to raise your right leg out behind you at hip height while you lift your left arm alongside your ear. Exhale, round your spine, bring the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, stretch back out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release. And we're going to repeat on the opposite side. So you're going to extend that left leg out in your right arm. You're going to round your spine, bring your knee and your elbow together. Extend back out. Exhale. Inhale. And release. You're going to shift your weight now onto your knee for a side plank pose variation. So I'm going to use my right knee in hand. You're going to turn the right calf inward like a kickstand, raising the left arm reaching towards the sky. You're going to bring the inside of the left foot to the floor. From here, you're going to float that left foot off the floor until it's in line with the hips. Release the bottom leg and stack the feet for a side plank pose. And when you're ready, bring both hands to the ground in front of you for plank. Your wrists should be flat on the floor, shoulder distance apart. When you're ready, shift the hips up and back for downward dog, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, bringing the head in line with the arms. And you're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale and halfway lift by placing your hands on your shins or thighs to create a flat back. Grab the opposite elbows, ground down into the feet, and exhale for standing forward fold. Inhale as you raise the arms upward above your head, joining at the palms while lifting the head to gaze upward. We're going to take chair pose, so exhale while you shift the weight back into the heels of your feet as you come to bend the knees. Hold here and breathe. When you're ready, plant the hands, shift the hips up and back for downward dog. And then you're just going to lower to your knees. We're going to take the side plank pose on the opposite side. So whichever side you didn't do, utilize that side. So you're going to shift your weight onto your left knee and hand, turn your left calf inward like a kickstand, and raise that right arm, reaching towards the sky. Bring the inside of the right foot to the floor, float that right foot off the floor until it's in line with the hips for half moon variation. And then you're going to release the bottom leg and stack the feet for a side plank pose. Bring both hands to the ground in front of you for plank before shifting your hips up and back into downward dog. Really gently begin to walk the feet to your hands one at a time until you're in standing position. Grab opposite elbows while letting your upper body go weightless. Halfway lift. Release back down to forward fold. You're going to float the arms above the head. Exhale and shift the weight back into the heels of your feet as you come to bend the knees for chair pose. When you're ready, plant the hands and shift the hips up and back for downward dog. And just extend that right foot and float it through for a runner's lunge on the right side. So you're going to inhale, lift the chest and lengthen the spine. Exhale and sink deeper into that right hip. Pull the chest through the shoulders. Pull the belly off the thigh. And we're going to transition to lizard pose. So gently release that right hand and bring both the elbows or the hands on the floor close to the left side of your right foot, while still keeping that right knee bent. You're going to push the chest and the hips closer to the floor. When you're ready, step the right foot back and shift the hips up for downward dog, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Extend that right foot and bring that foot forward, lifting the torso and raising our arms up. We're going to come to a high lunge pose. So keeping that right knee bent, you're going to try to find some balance in this high lunge pose. When you're ready, come to warrior two. So turn your torso towards the left. Inhale, keeping that front knee bent. You're going to straighten the front knee, keeping the legs and arms where they are. Begin to hinge at the hip, reaching towards the floor. Place the hand closest to the front foot on the floor or on the block by your foot. Inhale and try to bring both arms in line. You're going to float that leg up until it's perpendicular to the floor for half moon pose. Lower the leg and stretch the arms out wide at shoulder level for warrior two. And then keeping the legs where they are, bring that hand down the back leg, raising the opposite hand over the head for reverse warrior. Stretch the arms back out wide for warrior two. And then windmill the arms and come down to a runner's lunge. So lift the chest, lengthen the spine, sit in the hip. And when you're ready, step or jump back to plank. Slowly lower down while keeping your elbows tucked into your side and stacked directly over your wrists. Straighten your arms and lift your torso up for upward facing dog. When you're ready, tuck the toes and shift the hips back for downward dog. You're going to extend that opposite foot. I'm using my left and bring it through for warrior one. Your left knee is going to be aligned over the left ankle with your torso facing forward, raising your arms straight above while lengthening the spine. Turn the torso, inhale, and stretch the arms out wide for warrior two. Straighten that left knee, keeping the legs and arms where they are. Begin to hinge at the hips and reach towards the floor. You're going to place that left hand on the floor or on the block by your foot. And inhale, raising the right arm in line with the left arm. Float that right leg up until it's perpendicular to the floor. Give yourself some grace. Remember, this is all about practice and connecting to the body. Finding balance, finding ease. Stretch the arms out wide at shoulder level for warrior two. Keeping the legs where they are, bring that right hand down the back leg, raising the left hand overhead. Back to warrior two. And then windmill the arms and come down to a runner's lunge. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, sink into that hip, slowly lower down. When you're ready, step or jump back to plank, lift up for upward facing dog. And we're going to transition into puppy pose. So keeping the hips over the knees, walk the hands forward and allow your chest and head to drop towards the mat. You're going to slowly release through the upper back and sink the chest into the mat. Forehead rests on the ground, or if you want a deeper stretch, you can bring that chin to the mat. Remember to engage the core. Feel the space soften between the shoulder blades. Big toes come to touch, sink back in the hips and extend the arms for child's pose. And then you're going to come all the way through to lay flat on your stomach for crocodile pose. Remain here as long as you need to. Congratulate yourself for carving out time for you today. Thank you for being here and allowing me to hold space.